Joining me right now is somebody who really has a great name, a great family name, Bill Rudin.
Right.
And you know, you guys are synonymous. You and your late father, Lew Rudin, was just such a gentleman and did so much for the city of New York. And you are doing the same thing. You are really in touch with what's going on here. You know what's happening. You just heard the report. There are a lot of critics that say you can't afford to live here anymore. The rents are too high. You just can't do it.
Well, I think, well, first of all, my dad loved you and loved the city. You know, he was a big proponent for New York. And when people were fleeing the city in the 70s, he was the person standing up saying, we gotta make changes. We gotta do better. And he was correct. And he thought about the city as an urban oasis, and this whole urbanization and people coming back, families, young people, my children, my granddaughter, you know, everybody, the young people want to be in New York City, and it's just not Manhattan. Obviously, it's in the outer boroughs in Brooklyn and Queens and Long Island City. There's so much we going on throughout the whole city. We have to solve the housing issue that I know the mayor's de Blasio is working on, and Carl Weisbrod, and so we have to have a whole mixture of affordable, middle income, and we have to have the high-end luxury also, because foreigners and people from outside of the city want to come and live here and have apartments also.
So, Bill, you're talking about the balance that's necessary here. A lot of people are moving out. All 5 boroughs are busy right now. What are the hot spots?
Well, we're in the middle of a development down in the West Village, which is going very, very well. We're over 60% sold, and it's 70% of our buyers are New Yorkers. They're going to be living there. So only 10% are foreigners. So the report talked about 57th Street. I think that's a very small percentage of the housing being developed is attracted to foreigners. There's so much development going on in Brooklyn and Queens and Staten Island, and these are for New Yorkers. And I think you're going to start seeing as these projects open, more opportunities for retail, as Tracy talked about, throughout all the city.
And those critics who say, listen, you know what, it's not going to get any better, your answer is it is. You're working on these projects.
There's no question about it. Look at Lower Manhattan. 20 years ago, Lower Manhattan was written off. There were 10,000 people living downtown. Today, there's 60,000 people, and 30% of those people want to walk to work. The companies that are expanding in New York are coming here because they know that their employees want to be here. The Googles of the world, to the Etsy's, to the Condé Nast, they're moving from Midtown to downtown. It's happening throughout all the city.
So we're taking care of the big guys and the mom and pop operations.
Well, there's a company.
They need help.
There's a company called WeWork that's it's entrepreneurial based. That creates office space for small entrepreneurial companies, for 1 or 2 people companies.
Lots of good things happening. We appreciate you being here. So good to see you again.
Thank you, Ernie.
I'm going to get one of those Big Apple pins from you. Okay, you're going to hand me one right now.
I'm going to give it to you
very much,
right
Bill
now.
Rudin. Thank you.